हाय फ्रेंड्स, कैसे हैं आप सब लोग। वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल एनसीसी ज्ञान, अ कंप्लीट guide for your A, B and C certificate exam. This video is really important. In this video we will be covering all important aspects like syllabus, exam pattern, marking scheme, number of questions and the assessment criteria for B certificate exam. So let's quickly start with the video. Your exam will be in multiple choice question and the answer has to be answered in the OMR sheet. The duration of exam will be 3 hours. It will be divided into two parts, written and practical. The written will be of 350 marks, comprises of common subject for 240 marks and for special subject 110 marks. The practical exam will comprise of 110 for common and 40 marks for the special subject. It means your full paper will be of 500 marks. Written marks will be 350 and practical will be 150. Maximum of 175 questions will be asked. Each question will be of 2 marks and the entire paper will be divided into 4 parts. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3 and Part 4. And the Part 1 will be drill. It will be a practical test which will carry 80 marks and it is mandatory, compulsory to pass in drill test for clearing your exam. Next is Part 2. Part 2 is weapon training. It will be divided into 2 parts, written and practical. The written will be of 30 marks which will carry 15 questions and the second part will be the practical marks which will carry 30 marks. Again, it is mandatory to pass in this test. Next will be Part 3 which will include all miscellaneous subjects taught in NCC like NCC National Integration, PDLS, SSCD and many more. And it is mandatory to pass in Part 3 also. And the marking scheme will be the subject NCC will carry 3 questions of 6 marks. The National Integration will carry 10 questions of 20 marks. PDLS will be of carrying 30 questions of 60 marks. Leadership will be 9 questions of 18 marks. SSCD 16 questions of 32 marks. Health and hygiene will have 13 questions of 26 marks. Disaster management will have 9 questions of 18 marks. The obstacle training will have 3 questions of 6 marks. Adventure activities will have 8 questions of 16 marks. And border and coastal areas will have 4 questions of 8 marks. Next is Part 4 which include all army subject for the army wing and parallelly naval for navy and air force subject for air wing. These are the list of the army wing subject which include armed forces, map reading, FCBC, military history, introduction to infantry weapon and the communication. And the subject distribution will be like armed forces will have 10 questions of 20 marks. Map reading will have 12 questions of 24 marks. It will also have practical of 16 marks. FCBC will have 12 questions of 24 marks and 16 marks practical. Introduction to infantry weapon will have 8 questions of 16 marks. Military history will have 10 questions of 20 marks. And communication will have 3 questions of 6 marks. There will be practical of 8 marks for the communication too. It means the paper will be of 110 marks written and 40 marks practical. For naval wing, these are the list of the subjects will be asked as special subject for the naval wing and it is mandatory to pass in Part 4. And the subjects include naval orientation, naval communication, navigation, seamanship, ship and boat modeling and swimming. And the subject distribution will be naval orientation will have 10 questions of 20 marks. Naval communication will have 5 questions of 10 marks. Navigation will have 7 questions of 14 marks. Seamanship 18 questions of 36 marks written and 6 marks practical. Ship and boat modeling will have 8 questions of 16 marks and swimming will have 7 questions of 14 marks. There will be practical of ship and boat modeling too and swimming. And the entire paper will be divided into 2 parts, 110 written marks and the 40 marks practical, and it is mandatory to pass in all this. For Air Force Wing, this is the list of the special subjects which have been asked in Part 4. It includes general service knowledge, air campaign, principle of flight, airmanship, and all these are important specialized subject. And the subject distribution will include general service knowledge will have 10 questions of 20 marks. Air campaign will have 5 questions of 10 marks. The principle of flight 5 questions of 10 marks. Airmanship 5 questions of 10 marks. And you can thoroughly read about all these subjects. And the most important point is the paper will be divided into 2 parts, 110 written and 40 practical. And remember, it is important and mandatory to pass in each paper, the paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 and paper 4 simultaneously to pass in complete paper. Just remember the simulator and flying SOP and aero modeling to have the practical test. And to assess your result, 33% will be declared as pass. For to attain A grade, the mark should be 70% and above. For B grade, it should be between 55% to 70%. And C grade, 33% and above, but below 55%. And a fail is less than 33%. Even if you fail in any single part, you will be declared fail. I hope this video had cleared all your doubt. If you have any doubt, post your doubt in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. Share this with your friends so that they also clear their doubt regarding the exam pattern and the syllabus for B Certificate exam. Thank you.